This morning we're going to steam some of these glutinous rice roll. Got this from the wholesaler the other day, and then also the ube dumplings here that we got from Costco. Let's make some breakfast.
Yeah,
we're going to heat this up. The steamer.
Ooh.
Fire too, yeah.
Papa.
What's outside? Look at this beautiful view here. It's getting hot. So let's put this down. Put this in here. And steam this. Thank you, Spence. It's very, very hot. Let's get you a plate, Spence.
It's like bread with sticky rice.
It's the worst carb. Glutinous rice.
So amigo.
Yeah, may yellow.
Apple cider.
Oh. I'm not sure if he's gonna want to eat this, but here we are. We're gonna try this one first. This is a little bit less hot. You want to blow like a bubble, right? Yeah, come on, we'll cool it down. You like it? Yeah. What's up, guys? Today is day 1578 of us living the van life lifestyle. We're a family of 3 traveling through the U.S. and we're currently in Bakers, Nevada, just right outside the Great Basin National Park. This is a day in our lives. Today we are going to be visiting the Great Basin National Park. We booked 2 nights over at one of the campgrounds there at Great Basin. So later on today, we're going to be driving through there. We're going to explore the park a little bit, and then we're going to be camping inside the national park, which is pretty awesome. So come along. We just got finished with breakfast here, and we are going to go make our way over to the first stop, which is going to be the visitor center of Great Basin National Park. And let me show you guys where we camped last night. This spot right here is just right outside of the national park, as I mentioned, on Highway 487. It's BLM land, so free camping here, but this is like an area where they load asphalt and gravel and sand, big piles of sand around us. Not the most glamorous area, but it is really beautiful though, because it's very quiet and really beautiful views of the mountains surrounding us. And it was super quiet too. We couldn't hear any cars or anything driving by. The road is just off that way, maybe a quarter miles down. And yeah, we couldn't hear any cars or anything like that. So really quiet, really secluded. There was no one else around where we were camped, right over here. And there's just dunes of sand around us. Yes, Spence. Hi, Spence. Hi, where we going? Where we going? Are we climbing this pile of sand? Whoa, pretty loose, yeah. Besides it looking a little bit like a construction site here with the asphalt like all broken up here, it was a really nice site. Let's get in the car seat and we're gonna get going. We're not too far from the national park, maybe like a 10 or 15 minute drive to the visitor center, the Lehman Caves Visitor Center. That's the one that we're going to. I like how there's a lot of free camping just right outside of the Great Basin National Park. There's a few spots that we wanted to go to yesterday, but it was a little bit rougher on the road, and we didn't really want to go through rocky roads like that. So we opted to get for the spot that we were just at today, which was a pretty decent site. I want to pick up some campfire wood. I think they sell it right here. Because we're going to be in a campground. And there's a fire pit there. I think so. I think we should be okay. Looks like they're out of wood here. They actually have wood right next door. Let's pick up the 3 bundles that they have here. We're here, Great Basin National Park. We're here at the Lehman Caves Visitor Center. Stop in. Oh, the cave tours, you gotta get tickets for 1:30. It's sold out. Guess we can see if we can get it for tomorrow. Park closures. Looks like the Wheeler Peak Scenic Drive closed at the Upper Lehman Campground, and Baker Creek Road closed at Gray Cliffs. Okay, all right. No sectors.
But for most people.
For the Lehman tours, you have to buy same day, right? Today, there's nothing you can do about it. What time do they usually sell out?
So today they sold out in 15 minutes.
15 minutes. What time?
Yeah.
When you guys open? Right?
Yeah.
What time is that?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Is there like a long line usually?
Yeah, there was people lined up at about 7:30 this morning.
7:30.
Yeah.
Okay. How many tickets are sold each day?
20 per tour.
20 per door.
Yeah.
And there's one tour?
As of right now, yes.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, that's pretty tough. Let's do the passport stamp first. This is our first time visiting this national park.
Oops.
Oh, this looks blurred. Can I do another one?
Yeah, they're about a 13-mile hike. Yeah, so
Okay, that
about
looks pretty nice.
3,000 feet of elevation.
Is that a pin or is that a?
That's a pin.
Oh, that's pretty cute. You gonna get that? Bobblehead pins. First time we've seen these.
Show.
Yeah, it doesn't have the name of the national park. Are we gonna start collecting the magnets here? These are pretty nice. Which magnet you like, Spence? Which one you like? You want this one? This is a nice one. This one. Maybe we should go see the tree. This tree is very looks pretty iconic because all the magnets have them. Bought a bunch of souvenirs, including pins, stickers, magnet, and a t-shirt and a patch. We'll put this back in the van and check out the exhibit inside. The cave exhibits here. Where is Spencer? Whoa, you have a flashlight. What's up, bud? Are you going through the cave? Whoa. You want to go inside the cave? Whoa. Nice, you got a flashlight. Is this fun? Springtail, what is it? It's like a bug. Bugs, yeah, there's bugs everywhere. Oh, actual size. I was like, this would be huge if it was the actual size. It's this tiny, okay, you can't even see it. And then this is the actual size. Millipedes.
This is the actual.
Huge, it's like crawling around the caves.
This is the actual.
Okay. Pseudo scorpion. Yeah. What's this one? Open. Cave harvestman. Close it. This is a 3D model of the layout of the cave. That's pretty interesting.
Very fragile, and the impact even from just roadway development.
The ranger was telling us that the tour tickets sell out basically 15 minutes, within 15 minutes of when the visitor center opens, and the first person that lines up is like at 7:30. They open at 9. So I'm thinking tomorrow in the morning I am going to come here really early and get in line to get the tickets, because the Lehman Caves is one of the things to do while being at the Great Basin National Park. So we got to do it, right? We got to get the tickets. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to get some tickets. And since there's no cave tour today, let's head over to the campground. Let's check into the site that we have here and settle in. Here's the Lower Lehman Creek campground. Let's pull up to the campsite. Since we already booked it on recreation.gov, we can probably just go to the site there. That's number 2. We're probably past it. Let's go back around. Our site is right here. Alright. Let's check out the campsite here. This campground only has 9 campsites total. And this is the only campground that's open this time of year. There's a few more, but they're all closed. They open probably like in May, when it's a little bit warmer. And let's see what they have here. They have a picnic table, a fire ring. We got some firewood so we can start a fire here later on. And a pretty nice site, pretty secluded. We got some bushes here from the main road, secluded. And this is actually a accessible site for handicaps, but they said that if there's no other sites available, which there weren't, then we can book it. So we're here. And the campsite here are $20 a night. We booked 2 nights here. No running water at this time of year. Let me try this spigot. I don't think there is, but there's a spigot here. Yeah, nothing. Put some shoes on, Spence. Yeah? Yeah, sit down over here. You can play over here. Get a table and your toys out yet? And then we can put all the trays.
Apple. Dada.
Can you do the tutu? Nice!
Apple.
Yeah, all aboard! All aboard! Nice!
Dada.
Wee, that's a bulldozer, isn't it?
Dada.
You want to go see some snow? Come here, come here, come here. Is this snow? Wow, there's some snow here. Yeah, there's a patch of snow here that didn't melt. Yeah, that is snow, isn't it? Yeah, you got a scoop of snow. The front loader there.
Beep, 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 beep.
That's a lot of snow there. You want to put it on the dump truck? There you go. There's a bunch of pines here on the ground. A little bit sticky. But they smell really good. Spence, you want to smell this? Yeah, smell this? It smells really good. Smell it. You smell? It smells pretty good, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dada. Ba.
Back. Okay. This is such a relaxing and tranquil place to be hanging out. So quiet here. We got views of the mountains in the back. Really, really nice. Time to take a nap. Let's go back outside and play, yeah? Let's start building the fire, Spence. Put some cardboard down here. Okay, you want to put it in? You can throw it in there. Oh, nice job. You want to help get more? 해주 다음 싸워. Nice job. Yeah, okay. Watch that. They're going to use the torch. Ooh. Yeah, we're starting a fire here. You see the smoke coming out? A lot of smoke. You see it's getting bigger, the fire? Yeah. Where are you bringing the chair? Okay, I think this is starting. This is pretty nice, isn't it? That's looking pretty good, doesn't it? It's starting. Oh, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty big fire, isn't it? Oh, it's moving. The logs are moving around because it's getting burned. Mm-hmm. You feel hot it is? Yeah, you feel it, right? Yeah, it's kind of hot. I'm preparing some things to cook over the fire, including a ribeye steak here, some pork chop, and some hot dogs, some beef balls. And Rena wants a soup, so I'm going to make a soup for her, a beef bone broth soup with some shrimp and some hot dogs. I'm going to season this steak with the Montreal steak seasoning. I'm going to add a little bit of baking soda and soak it in water to help it tenderize. I saw someone was asking about the soups that we had in the comments. This is a Korean bone broth soup that we first got it in LA, and then we were able to find it one time in Phoenix afterwards, but this thing has been sold out everywhere. But at Costco. This is by a brand called J1 right here. But we couldn't find it again after Phoenix maybe 2 months ago. So we stocked up on like 4 boxes and we still have a few left over. But if you guys want to check it out, see if your Costco has it. It's J1 Korean beef bone broth soup. It's really good. We really like it. And we can just cook a bunch of stuff with it. It's an easy meal. Sometimes we would just make the soup by itself and I'll throw an egg in there, or if you want to just cook like a wonton in there, the soup goes really well. And yeah, today we're going to be cooking some shrimp and some hot dog. I'll throw it in there for a quick soup meal. For the pork chop, I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper to mask any of the smells that it may have. And I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Ooh, quite windy out. Some black pepper. Let's start cooking. Steak in here. course, it goes to my face. Steak is almost up to temperature. It's about 105 right now. I'm just gonna baste it a little bit with butter and put a little thyme on top. Add some flavor to it. Throw all the hot dogs in. Steak. A little bit of the thyme butter on. Some of the pork chops. This is our dinner. You coming out? It's kind of chilly right now. Our dinner is ready. Are you hungry? You want to eat some dinner? Yeah. Let's eat inside. It's kind of cold outside right now. That's a garbage can. Yeah, that's Oscar, isn't it? Should we go eat inside? It's really cold. The sun is coming down. Yeah, let's go inside. Let's eat inside. Okay, let's go inside. Let's eat inside. Let's go inside. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we got some hot dogs here. We can cut into it. You can sit over there. Oh, look how nice this is. Is it hot? You gotta be careful with that, okay? Ooh. Here, here's a fork. And then we're gonna cut into it, okay? Mmm. Mmm. You gonna hold it yourself? Okay, you can hold it yourself. Cut into this steak. Oh, look at how nice the steak came out. See, Spence? Yeah. Okay, here. Mmm. Mmm. Be careful with that, Spence, okay? Let's cut into the pork chop. Yeah, try it. Yeah, is it tender enough?
Tender. Not shocked tender.
The inside didn't penetrate too much. Because I just seasoned it towards the end of it. So it'll probably sit a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay, let's eat. That's hot, isn't it? You want to do hot dog today? Today's hot dog day? You want to try this piece? Yeah, grab whatever you want to eat. It's beautiful steak right here. Perfectly cooked. Yeah? Yeah, perfectly cooked. Let's do some after dinner comments. I know some of you guys told us that the background sound of Spencer when he's trying to get some attention was kind of loud, and I realized that He's been kind of screaming when we're doing the Q&A section. So right now he's eating some mango fruit cup. So I think he's going to be a little bit calmer. Hopefully he's not going to be too distracting. Sorry about that, guys. Kel Angels asked, hey Magu, can you give a little info on Starlink? I'm looking for our home. What's the best purchase for us? Small family of 4 and where we live pretty much far where internet struggled. And what would you suggest for us to purchase? Thank you for story. We follow you every day. Kale Angel, Starlink, there's several versions of it. It's basically a satellite internet. As long as you can get a clear visual of the sky, you'll get good internet from what we experienced. The one that we have right now is a 2nd generation. They have the 3rd generation, and then they have a mini version, which is good for if you're on the road or you want to mount it on a car. So the 2nd generation is pretty good because it actually tilts to orient where the best signals are. And we're paying $160 a month for it. So it's actually pretty pricey. I would suggest if you're stationary and you're using internet from just your home, if you have like normal cable service or internet provider locally that is good, then use that because Starlink is on the more expensive side. But if you're in more rural areas, that's where Starlink kind of shines. And yeah, as long as you can get a clear sky, the Starlink works pretty good. So, and the kit, I think we originally paid about $500 or $600 for it for the satellite dish, and then we just pay monthly $160 for the internet service. I think they're a little bit cheaper now. There's some discount on like the earlier versions of Starlink, but it works pretty good if you're in rural place or in RV situation like we are. That you want to be RV, yeah. If you want to be out in the boonies without much cell signal. Kathleen Finlayson asked, have you and your family ever tried ethnic foods such as German, real Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and other European foods? Yes, we have. Not very often do we look for other ethnic foods because I think sometimes it's very region specific, especially for the authentic stuff. You can't just go to any city and find really good German food, for example, unless there's like a big German population. Oh, thank you. And we just haven't been going to the areas to look for different foods in other, from other countries. But sometimes we'll have, I don't know, like Cheesecake Factory and American diners. Yeah, they're more American, but yeah, we don't normally look for those other cuisines, but sometimes we do. Not very often though. We are more interested in Asian tastes and more Asian Chinese foods and stuff.
Asian or like Mexican.
Mexicans are good, yeah, like tacos. We love Peruvian. When we were in New Jersey, there was like a really good Peruvian spot. Brazilian barbecues are good.
Mama,
You want more? No?
Is all gone?
You want another cup? I can give you some.
What's that? Oh, you I don't know. I've been to Paris to try the authentic French cuisine. If anything in America, I think is like more like Americanized.
Yeah.
So they are not really that authentic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any real Italian cuisine even in New York.
I mean, in New York City, there's like Italian restaurants that we go to from time to time, but very rarely though.
Pasta,
yeah, places that serve really good pasta.
I can only think of pasta.
Yeah, pizza or maybe pizzeria or something.
Spanish, I like Spanish food, but I think the Spanish food here is like.
The Spanish food that I like is like the paellas.
Paella.
Those are really good.
It's like more, but it's like more Americanized in here. So yeah, but we prefer Asian food. Kimberly asked, is Rena going to sell them?
The crochets?
Yeah, not sure yet. I'm not.
I've been asking her to sell it, but she hasn't been too consistent in creating a line of things. So she's just randomly creating what she wants, and that's very hard to put together a product line. Yeah. So it's just kind of a hobby for her right now. Maybe in the future.
I don't like if I'm gonna sell them. I feel like it's pressure.
Pressure to make
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I agree. I think if you were to sell it, you need to have the product, like the crochet, done, and then you sell it like one at a time, rather than like I don't know. You were saying maybe put one and then make it.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Mama.
I don't want to be like.
Forced to make it, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Hey, don't kick me.
You're just testing your boundary, huh?
You just want to that in it.
Mama. Hi, Mama.
That's not nice.
Hi, Mama.
That's not nice. You just kick me like that. You gonna give me a hug? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh, okay. Thank you. Mama Closet asks, have you ever had van trouble to where you were stranded somewhere? How long did it take to get it fixed?
The answer is yes, we have. So in September of last year, we hit a deer on the way to Montana, and it messed up our entire front driver's side headlight. It got pushed all the way in. If you guys want to see what happened, you can check out our Instagram. I started posting stories on it or reels on it when I was doing like the daily reels. And yeah, we were stuck in Billings, Montana for 46 days. It was terrible. Billings didn't really have much to do. I mean, actually, it's actually a decent sized city. There was like a children's museum, which we were able to bring Spencer. But what actually happened was we hit the deer, and the van got towed to a body shop in the area that was going to work on it. It took them, from what I remember, 2 weeks just to get the parts in. But luckily we were able to park at their parking lot, and they had a place to plug in our battery. So we had shore power. So for the first 2 weeks we stayed in our van, and while we were waiting for the parts.
Get the IV.
Yes. RV, yeah. And then what happened after that? Actually, it took 3 weeks, I think. It took 3 weeks to get the parts in. And then when they started working on the van, it took 2 weeks. But then that was when we had to stay at an Airbnb. Actually, we stayed in multiple Airbnbs because we were waiting for the van to get repaired while the van was in the shop. That was the time that we had to get out of the van.
Because the original said it's gonna take 5 days,
Yeah.
and then it ended up taking us like 2 weeks.
Yeah. We booked the Airbnb based off of what they were telling us the schedule is, but because they were wrong on the time, we had to find a new place, add another week, and then after that they had to send the van to Mercedes to do some other stuff. That took another week. So all in all, we were in Airbnbs and stuff for about 3 weeks. So that was kind of what happened. Not the most fun experience for us, but luckily we were able to stay in the van while we were waiting for the parts. So that was a savings on the hotels. If we were to be doing hotels and Airbnbs for the entire time for 6 weeks, that would have been pretty costly. We also considered flying back to New York at that time, if anything. But yeah, we ended up staying here in Billings. But that was the story.
Mama.
If you were to work remotely, do you think it can be done with a van your size and similar build with and a toddler? How would you go about?
Mama.
I'm in SLP by Trey. I don't know what that is. So I will have to do therapy a few hours a day.
Mom, Dada.
Let me Google that real quick. SLP stands for Speech Language Pathologist.
With a toddler, it might be harder because the toddler needs space.
Yeah, we talked about building a new van with Spencer, because this van originally was built not with Spencer in mind. And I think for me, working remotely, one of the more important things that I realize is having separation in space. Because Spencer takes his naps, his precious naps, a lot of times it's very hard for us to have conversations. So I have a lot of phone calls with my team from time to time, and it makes it very tough not waking him. Like in the morning time when he's sleeping, I almost have to, I go to the front and close the sliding door, which is actually a separation there, but I'm kind of stuck in the cab area while I have my phone calls. And if I were to stay in here and talk, Spencer would wake up. So I think that's probably the main thing, is having a separation in space for work and the toddler to play, especially when they're taking their naps. That was something that I don't think we ever considered. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing, is separation, adding a wall, a partition. Yeah, otherwise it's very doable. I think, yeah, space-wise is definitely enough. And another thing that we talked about in a new van would be to have an entire play space, a platform that our toddler can play, and then an elevated bed that allows us to sleep separately, which I think would be pretty good if we can get that set up.
Joy Sharma, will you crochet an Elmo for Spencer? I did crochet one when I first started. It was horrible.
It wasn't bad. The eyes were just separated.
It was horrible.
But yeah, she did crochet one for.
I'm probably gonna do another one for him. And are you a trained chef?
I'm not a trained chef. I just like to cook, and I just learn from trial and error and watching YouTube videos and watching my mom cook. So, but mostly trial and error. Here, you can't have the nuts.
And you guys like pizza. And what is Spencer's favorite food?
We used to eat more pizza.
I like pizza. Only certain kind of pizza.
I really like the pizza from Chicago. We saw an advertisement the other day. The deep dish pizza.
I don't like
Giordano's. That was really good.
I don't like deep dish.
It was really good.
I don't like
That was my favorite. My recent memory.
No. Too
But
much.
we don't really have pizza too much.
Too much cheese.
Yeah.
I like them.
there you go.
The pizza with prosciutto.
Prosciutto? Oh, yeah. There's a few spots that we had. That was really good.
Prosciutto and the arugula.
Arugula, yeah.
And
That was good.
I really like the one in Moab.
Moab, Utah.
The shrimp pizza.
Forgot the name of that spot. But yeah, they have a pizza spot there. Really good. Let me find the name.
And I like the one from the clam pizza.
The clam pizza was in Connecticut.
That was really good. I really
Yeah.
like that clam pizza. And what is Spencer's favorite food? What is your favorite food? Pasta? Rice? Bao bao? Yeah.
Yeah. Yummy, isn't it?
And strawberry, blueberry, blackberry.
All the berries.
And mango.
Mimi.
Mango. Yeah, those are his favorite food.
Yeah, our favorite spot in Utah for pizza is Antica Forma with the shrimp pizza. They also have a pistachio pizza. That was really good.
I don't like the pistachio, but
Yeah, I liked it.
But the shrimp is really good.
Yeah.
The clam pizza is good.
Yeah. Someone asks, what are the pots and pans that you could not live without when cooking in your van? That's easy. My cast iron. I've been using that pretty often lately to cook most of the stuff. It's pretty easy to clean, and it's non-stick, and since I
don't
cook
need
a
to
lot
wash
of
it.
yeah, I don't wash it sometimes. I cook a lot of steaks with it, so cast iron is definitely the most versatile for me right now. And the steamer is also something that we always have, whether it's a big pot. Right now we have like a 6-quart steamer. That's pretty good. We can make soup with it, we can steam things, and we cook a lot of food that requires steaming, like the bao baos, right? Bao baos need steaming, yeah.
Easy.
Yes. What else needs steaming? Sometimes we can steam corn. Yeah. And what else?
We steam egg.
Sometimes we can steam egg. Yes, eggs. And what else do we steam? Ube. Ube. We steam ube, don't we? And dim sum. Dim sum. Diane Lloyd asks, what is the carnivore diet? It is kind of like keto, if you're familiar with keto, as low carbs, but it's a step further. Carnivore is no carbs at all and no vegetables. So it's just animal-based, food. I eat a lot of steak, pork, chicken, eggs. I think some people you can do dairy. Yeah, dairy. Anything that comes from an animal is part of a carnivore diet. Butter, fish, seafood. Yeah, all the seafood. Fish and lobster and scallops and shrimps. My daughter and son-in-law and 4-year-old grandson lives in St. George, Utah. They love it there. Says Estebi. Rena and I actually thought about potentially moving to St. George, Utah due to the fact that it's so close to everything. It's like 2 hours from Vegas. The weather is nice. It was saying it's like 300 days of sunshine. And it's warm during the winter time, and it's not too hot during the summer. I mean, actually it's probably still pretty hot, but what I like the most about it is it's so close to like Zion National Park and all the cool nature just right outside of Utah. And it's like centrally located, not too far from the West Coast in Los Angeles, and then in the Rocky Mountains it's also not too far. So yeah, it's somewhere that we're thinking about, St. George, but yeah, it's a really nice place. And maybe you can share with us a little bit more on what you like the most about St. George.
Don't eat the nut.
Oh, thank you. I don't eat this. Thank you.
Don't eat the nut.
I think that's all the comments we'll do for today. If you guys have any more questions or comments you want to ask us, be sure to leave them in the comments below and we'll get to them tomorrow in the next video. Alright guys, we are going to end the video here. That was a pretty good dinner. It's pretty chilly during the nighttime, but really hot during the daytime when the sun's out. And tomorrow we're gonna be, hopefully, get the tickets to the Lehman's Cave tour that operates once a day and 20 people per tour, so it's gonna be pretty tough, I think. Wish us luck, and if you guys want to see if we actually go on the tour, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when that video comes out. And if you guys enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so that it can spread out to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. There's your socks, man. Oh, thank you. I don't want to smell your sock. It's Oscar, isn't it? I'm gonna put that out in the video, Spence. You're gonna watch it when you grow up. You're smelling your own socks, huh? If you guys enjoy watching this video, smash that like button. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Can we say thank you, Spence? Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Here's your socks.